once again, and welcome to another episode of Moral High Ground. We're trying to talk about what's morally right. The camera might look a little tilt, but it's okay. Today I'm talking about the most dangerous abandoned neighborhood in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio to be precise, which is actually a ghetto. And I'm talking about it because when you see this video, and understand I'm going to leave the name of the creator of this video in the descriptions, and go check them out. But when I show you this video, you're gonna be like, "Whoa, what happened?" Because it looks like a bomb went off. It looks like Germany just attacked or something, and they left all the buildings like destroyed. That's how bad this is. And then just to think of how the people felt living in there. And so this is what I'm going to be showing you. And it's just another thing that's really messed up that needs to find answers for it. Needs the answers. Someone has to find them and figure out why it even came to that result in one of the major cities in the United States of America. That should never happen. Shave. But anyway, here we go.
What was once the most dangerous neighborhood in Cleveland, ran by criminals and gangs, consisting of multiple deaths, now sits abandoned.
Just look at that. You can obviously tell it's a snowy winter, but you got buildings here that's just completely damaged. Right here, you got this whole side of this building is gone. You got this roof thing's gone. I can understand even if it's because it sat there for a long time, that's one thing. But there's just way too many of these big apartment buildings, complexes, that are just destroyed, demolished almost. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. That's why it would be like this in a city that's supposed to be very popular.
With one resident remaining.
Holy sh**. I'm the nigga who started in power, and there was no motherfucking people down in power when I started.
This is Elderwood Avenue.
See, look, it looks like an apocalyptic zombie movie. And it's not good. This is like crazy. I mean, just once again, it's like that neighborhood where all the houses were abandoned. This is the same thing, but with a building. The difference between that one and this is a big major city. These are big apartment complexes, and they're destroyed, and it makes no sense. The other stuff, those houses were still kind of good. They just got vandalized by so many people going in there destroying it. So once again, the local government is the issue there and here. But here's the thing, they're both in Ohio. This is in Ohio. This is in Cleveland, Ohio. The other one was, I can't remember, starts, I think it's something Village or something. But either way, these places should not be abandoned. There should be functional people, and these places should never have reached the damage they got, even over years. To make a place, I think, has to have multiple maintenance going on, constantly someone trying to take care and maintain the building and property. That way it can last for generations, but this doesn't happen. It's just a money grabbing, sucking hole. You put it out there and they're taking money from you. They know the place is damaged, but they don't want to do anything about it because they need your money to try to work out whatever debt they put themselves in. So it's crazy, and I think greed comes in when there's multiple buildings that these people manage or own, and they don't have enough time to take care of a property. It's just really stupid. Now, this is the inside of one of the buildings, and to be honest with you, it had better times. But as they start to go through this building and other parts of these other buildings, you start to realize, if you pay attention, that first off, the paint's peeling like this. It's like lead paint. But it's like, at the same time, the areas, I don't know what the square footage is of these places that they're going into, it doesn't look like a big enough place to be living in. It really doesn't. And I think that's really messed up that they have these little tiny, apartments where you move in and you're like in a box. You don't have enough room to move. You have enough room to store stuff or put a bed in, or anything like that. These type of places should not be residential places. They should at least expand the place, make it more livable for people or something. But to imagine that so many people lived in this neighborhood is crazy. And obviously this was a ghetto, and they talk about it. And there's a guy that pops up, like they said at the end of the video, that actually is a black man that tells you all the stuff that happened and what gang. He said Pyro, that's a gang and whatnot. So, I mean, it's crazy, man.
Do you like having a P.O. box but are tired of wasting time and money driving to the post office? At iPostal One, we can help. With iPostal One,
Where are we today, boys?
We are in East Cleveland.
The most dangerous abandoned neighborhood in Cleveland.
Damn.
I mean, that place is seriously condemned. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't look like that much room. This is really, I mean, wow. This is really condemned. And the thing about it is, too, is people in this neighborhood, yes, it was a ghetto. It was obviously black folks. And there's this thing about it that makes it even worse, is that if you see these living conditions and you see how these people were in these tiny places, you understand why so many black people are angry and frustrated in these cities and towns, because they don't have the resources in other states. At the same time, there's no reason why you would let people live like this. It doesn't make any sense. You could help them out, give them some kind of resources to help them move forward, education on some kind of trade and help them grow faster. And at the same time, find people that will actually come and maintain these buildings. That's the main issue.
Yeah, this is some zombie apocalypse stuff right here. Oh, guys, watch out for booby traps, too.
Yeah.
Tripwire.
They pulled the batteries out of the fire alarms.
The thing that they keep worrying about in this video, I seen this video like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, and I wanted to do a thing of it then. I figured now would be a good time. But the thing is, like, I noticed that these people are going around looking, around like they do in all these videos where there's abandoned properties, and they're looking for stuff to go ooh, wow, and all that about. But in this video, they're more concerned about their safety, not from the part of the damage of the building. They're not worried about the damage of the building or the floor falling in, falling from underneath them and the ceiling falling down on them. They don't care about none of that. They're more worried about somebody popping up trying to do something to them, which means even though they got one guy filmed at the end of the video, it's like there is obviously some other habitants around, and they're worried about them, and they think they're gangbangers and all this stuff, which might be the case. But even if there is, this is horrible. Nobody's living something like this. It's just the truth.
It's spooky back here. Demolished bathroom, hole in the floor there. This is just one of many apartment complexes.
I wouldn't even try
Up,
it.
Teddy.
If you can't get it open, don't try it.
There's a Barbie quad back in there, Todd.
Old ripped up couch and sofa, so much garbage. Holy crap.
Hang on, Todd.
No, I think I'm starting to find those.
And you probably think, okay, maybe it's that one place, but it's not. It's all these apartments, like every single one. As you seen in the beginning when they first walked in that town or little neighborhood, that everything looks like it got destroyed, like a Nazi attack or something, some weird ass war. So yeah, it's just really off-putting.
Look at this old door. It's crazy.
You know what that is, Jeremiah?
Oh,
That would happen to be a door doing.
Too early. It's too early.
Let's see that. Oh, come on, that's perfect.
I mean, it's a pretty cool door. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
And it'll stay away on the border.
Seriously, look at all these deadbolts and things that keep someone out. You know, it's a rough neighborhood, like they said. Probably there was a lot of, violence in the building, the complex, and a lot of other crazy nonsense going on that you probably would tell somebody and they wouldn't believe. And I've seen so many things, and then there's things that no one believes. So I just don't even care anymore. It's just what it is. I know it for a fact, and so is my God. But I'll tell you this much. The state is responsible for all these people that lived in these buildings. Not just the buildings themselves, but the people. They owe them a large lump sum of money, okay? And they're not getting it, obviously. They probably, vacated them out of the building, told them they gotta, get out of there and all this stuff, and didn't give them enough money and resources to take care of themselves somewhere else. And if they did, maybe there was some kind of program, you had to fill out a paperwork and a long process to where some people just got tired and didn't do it at all because they couldn't do it. They couldn't find a faster way to go about it. And so this is the big issue here. It's the main problem. And, America's full of these flaws. It doesn't make any sense to say you care for the people and you buy the people and all that and never truly help them. Cause more of an issue for them than, or should I say a burden for them than actually trying to help solve the issues that they have going on. This is why I say we need community, we need unity and understanding, because how else can we live in a country if none of us can get along? Well, that's number one. And number two is how can we actually live comfortably if at any given time some scenario could take away what is yours? That makes no sense. Everybody is supposed to have their own. And you can't have your own if you can't even afford your own. Which means this is why the rich people and all these financial agencies and stuff need to be held responsible as well for what they're doing to the American people too. This isn't just me talking about, okay, this is an abandoned place or homeless people. This is about understanding, visually seeing through these videos I'm picking what is going on in our country. There's a hidden thing going on, and then a lot of people don't know about it. This is really severe. This is some stuff that people need to know. They will take your property, they'll leave you in a property first off that, oh yeah, you can stay here and it's all fucked up, excuse my language, and you can't get nothing done. So I think the responsibility comes from the local government to resolve this issue in a better way. You resolve any of these issues with people's property. You gotta let them know what's going down. You gotta if you're taking someone's house, like a couple videos back, if you're taking somebody's house from them, you need to give them their money back for that house. Not just kick them out and say, okay, now it's an abandoned property, some YouTube kids are gonna film it. It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. You just gotta think of the pain and the loss and how sad people are for losing their homes, and then you gotta think about all the other crap that goes on in this country that's not being regulated and just being used as a certain way. They try to stop crimes against humanity in certain types of ways, but in America, it's a very thin line nowadays, and they're trying to abolish things that make no sense, and we need stability. I think every person does in this country, and you can't really have it if you don't feel like you can trust the people that's supposed to be in power in the first place to help run these things, these organizations, and make sure your safety is well taken care of. It's not good. It's not good at all. This is where places like this and all these other abandoned places need a welfare person to come around and check and make sure people are okay, or if they're still alive, or whatever. They get in contact with their families, whatever. You know, so it's kind of stupid.
2 chain locks and a deadbolt.
Now that is an old ass beer. Like, see one of them forever. But I don't drink malt liquors or whatever. But yeah, I used to see these craps all over the place.
Someone definitely stays in here. Look. Look at this. Doors just falling in.
So yeah, that part nuts. I don't know, maybe people came in and damaged it, you know, the ones they say that was causing crimes or whatever, but it still doesn't make no sense that's that bad. I swear that's lead paint that's peeling off. Regular paint doesn't really do all that, you know.
Damn.
Right here's the main street. Look at that. Before you guys go in, I want to get a snapshot standing there, like the front of the building when you guys got in.
So they go in here and they see even more damaged places. And the thing about it is there's going to be like, well, I'll just let this sit.
Oh yeah, that classic abandoned smell in here, boys.
Oh yeah.
This place is a lot cleaner than the other building.
Yeah, which means there's much more likely to be people in here.
True. Very true.
So.
See, you said there's most likely more people in here. There's people in here. It's because it's more cleaner, it's more stable, but it's really not. And once you see this type of damage, it's everywhere. And it's just the horrible thing is if there's somebody in there, you know, you just gotta be. I mean, you would have to worry about them constantly. They're living it live. There's nothing they can cook on. The plumbing's probably gone. Electricity's obviously out. It's a horrible type of thing. And no one should live like that in the United States of America, which is the main thing I'm trying to get at here. You know, this is stuff you see in war-stricken countries and supposedly third-world countries. But the way I look at things, maybe the third world countries have it a little bit better nowadays than Americans in some ways. I don't know. They would talk about them passport bros that go across looking for wives and stuff. If you're gonna do that, you might as well stay there because this country's going to hell in a handbasket. That's just my opinion. Just looking at that one area is just like unbelievable. You know, it's unbelievable that someone would even want to be in there. And then you have to think if they were to actually take this building down. Yeah, I understand the bulldozer now with the, not the bulldozer, but the big ball dozer, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And you know, it knocks these things down because how would you even try to begin to fix something like this? So I mean, like most of them, I'll say, like, you know, with the abandoned places, like you can repair it and get it together. In this situation, you would have to knock this sucker down. You cannot repair anything. It is that far gone. Floors that can make you fall at any given time. You know, doors that's all ripped up, and just walls probably covered with mold and all kinds of nonsense. This place really needs to be knocked down because it's like uninhabitable. Even if you were to clean it up, there's still too much property damage. Way too much, you know? It's like a superhero had some kind of sonic boom problem inside the apartment complex and it just vibrated and messed the whole neighborhood up. I don't know.
Check this out. The whole floor collapsed. Jeez.
What is it?
The whole floor collapsed.
Yeah, he's right. Damn, bro.
Wow.
So that's this.
Look at this real nice wood bed frame.
Oh, real nice. Looks like it's unfinished.
Huh.
It's thick though.
I'm talking about one piece of wood in the place that's that damaged. It's crazy. Well, I was trying to pause it at the part where they're talking about the floor being gone. The floor's gone. It's a done deal. You can't have, I mean, this is a place where someone probably had kids, you know, probably neighbors with kids, or probably some neighbor and some couple that argues all the time. It's just a normal ass apartment complex that's a little chaotic with whatever going down, you know, drug dealings or gangbangings or whatever. So you gotta expect some crazy nonsense that's happening. But still, again, this property damage is not just, you know, wear and tear from the building getting old. This is from people who didn't give a shit, honestly.
Look at that toilet just chilling in the middle of the room.
Yeah, that's wild.
Now, that's bad. Because, like I said, it's not just wear and tear. There should be no reason why a toilet's in the middle of the living room and just hang out. Not unless you decided that way. But there's no way nobody designed anything in this situation.
Bro, like every window in this place is boarded up. It's crazy. Oh, wow.
So what's going on right here, this is the part where I was trying to talk about, and I said I'd just let you guys see for yourself. So someone rigged the door to stay open, and there's a whole bunch of stuff, and they're flipping out about it. They're constantly thinking somebody's in the building, and, you know, let you know it's not the other individual they think it is, or whatever. But it doesn't make any sense. You know, I mean, this is probably a person who either got disabled or had no other options of getting out of that place, and so they decided to try to stay there, and maybe not, you know, they just can't function in society. And they found, you know, this was their home before, and they still decided to stay there now. You know, you never know, you get people like that.
Is that a trap?
It's either a trap or somebody just set that to keep that door from locking. Could very well be. Do you see it tied to anything?
No.
I think it's just there to keep the door open.
Okay.
Which means people frequented this place.
Yeah, look at all the stuff right in front of the door too.
Look above it.
Do you want to even try to go in here? Todd, that's the door mechanism. You
No.
That paper?
Oh, that's just an exit sign.
What's wrong? Oh, is that piping?
We
laying
we
outside?
thought this was a trap. And look at all the stuff.
No, I think it's just. I don't think so. You should be able to see a wire. The light should reflect it.
Well, if they hide it well enough, you know.
True, very true.
This is just to make noise.
He stops like he's afraid. Like, that's the truth. You gotta think like this daily. You never know what's happening. You know, you walking into a room, you walking into a bar, whatever the hell it is. You need to be more, you know, aware of your surroundings. I don't think people are. I think people just go in places they're happy and, or, you know, drunk or whatever, and then boom, they're into some situation. Or they just walk in not paying attention and stuff happens, and then they're shocked to stare, or maybe it's too late. You know, so I believe that's most of the reason why we have so many crimes against other people and things like that, is we're not aware of our surroundings. And even if you are, do it smooth. Like, I'll be doing it smooth, just to step out the scene and stuff. Like, you gotta do it. So, I don't know.
If anybody's in here, we're just taking videos. We'll leave immediately. I'm going into this room.
Now, as you can see, that was supposed to be their big moment of being a little afraid. And what you're about to see now is them walking around into places that they really, really should be careful in, because they can fall and get damaged and, bash their head in or get something impaled through their body or whatever. It's not good. And I wouldn't recommend going to any abandoned places if you go out and you're doing what these people do to make a video. Maybe ones that you can tell are kind of stable and safe. But this right here is just like completely damaged. Just think about the history that you're looking at and don't even know. There's probably shadows and memories of people just walking around that place. And I'm not saying that in a bad way or evil way, but I'm just saying like whole decade, maybe 5, 6, 7 decades of people sitting there going through all kinds of stuff from when it started. And it was probably a good place to where it started getting bad to the place where it totally got out of control. Excuse me. So when it got completely out of control, they lost everything. So it just became too overwhelming. But the thing is, you look back in that time period, and there has to be some good person, something positive that came from this place before it went to its bitter end. And you will never know. This is like a tragedy, man. A freaking tragedy.
Wow. Absolutely trashed. Water's leaking in.
Yeah, I was walking and started leaning, and I was like, ooh.
This is the part where I'm talking about. It just looks so bad. Why would you walk in there and put yourself at risk? And I guess the pipes are frozen or something.
Here, what do you think of this? Whoa. Check it out, it's a pamphlet.
Okay, again, this is where I got a problem with the exploring videos and abandoned places, is because you find photos of somebody's family. Why are you putting this on the thing? You're showing people's loss. It's almost like sadness. They probably had fond memories. You never know. You don't know. But to put their identity through showing photos and stuff, it's kind of crazy. But I guess they're trying to say, okay, hey, people live here. This was a humane place at one time. Who knows? I just think it's invading people's privacy, and I wouldn't do that at all. I don't think anybody should. This is my opinion.
For a martial arts academy, go ahead and turn that over. Think about it. If you knew how to fight, you wouldn't have to. Northern Wind Martial Arts, Grandmaster Mayo. Or Mayo, maybe.
That place probably doesn't exist anymore. And if it does, hopefully some people start going. Like the guy at Best Buddy. Who knows? We need more, freaking kung fu fighting ninjas and Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. Okay, so they go through this place a little more, and they find the place is really damaged some more, and they decide to explore outside. And I'm gonna skip ahead to that.
Sorry, that was me.
And back out in the main street. We have so much.
Shot of us walking down this.
I mean, you just like them walking outside. You can see all the windows are busted and open. It's the middle of winter. They got a whole big old block full of these apartment complexes on each side of them. And it's like, they're not gonna win. There's nothing that you can see that looks stable. I mean, I'm not trying to say it's a sport or anything. When I say they're not gonna win, I mean, I don't know what they're really looking for anyway. But if they're looking for something that's still stable or family can live and things, you're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find it in a place this damaged that looks war stricken. Okay.
bro. Oh, there's lights on right there. It's probably the city power, but
Yeah, I say we stay off that end.
that's crazy.
So look at this building. This is what I'm talking about. It looks like a bomb hit that building, literally. You know, it might have been a fire, might have been a house fire, or someone threw something in there to make a fire, whatever. But that looks like a bomb hit the joint, and it's the same thing on the outside. You tell about the fire damage of this building right here. That's fire damage, and it's like, you know, why? You know, people just get so, you know, disrespectful. They don't care about anything. And some people are just disrespectful. Things disrespect is fun. Constantly. I think that's the main problem with disrespect, is it's treated in a funny light. Like stuff like, you know, comedies. Some comedies got characters that are just disrespectful from the beginning to the end, and so people think, okay, that's fine, let's do this. It's ha ha ha. But it's not. You gotta have respect for some people. When it comes to properties, you can be like, oh, hell with this place and destroy it and leave and think you did something positive. That's not positive. That just shows you're an asshole. It shows you have no respect for other people or yourself, you know? So it's just like, in this scenario, that obviously happened because of the fire, all this stuff here. But what's about to happen right now shows they in the wrong place at the wrong time. In so many words.
Holy sh! I'm so sorry, dude. You scared the shit out of me. Whew. Man, do you mind if we take some pictures of this building? No, we're good. Thank you, though. We can get to this building from here, right there.
Oh my God, Tommy, you just scared the shit out of me. Sorry about you, sir.
Nobody does my girl.
We're about to go on and on about it for a while. About how he's bumping into this guy who lives there. He's living in that stuff. And it's like, wow. Wow. And from what they're saying, he's the last person in that neighborhood, which may or may not be the case, because they got there before with a rig set up for a door, which and that place still had little areas of space and stuff where someone could be sleeping. It's not good, and we shouldn't let homeless people be able to try to, you know, live in something like this, because their lives are dangerous, still people too. So there has to be a way to eliminate all these little tiny ignorant little issues that was brought to us by our local governments. And yes, this is Cleveland, so this is the first video I showed was about Cleveland. When it comes to abandoned properties, this one's about Cleveland. And there's tons more, and it'll blow your mind. It's like what's happening in Cleveland, and well, not Cleveland, I mean Ohio. This is Cleveland. The other place was in Ohio too. So they're all in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, and all that. Okay, so I mean, there's lots of other videos of the state where there's lots of abandoned buildings, and it makes no sense, and it's making you wondering what's going on in there. I heard someone tell me that came from Ohio that there's something very sinister in the state. And if that's the case, then evil's taking the city back and all these towns back. But I have no idea, and I don't think anybody else does. But yeah, this is crazy stuff.
Please tell me you were recording.
You said holy shit, mine just buckled. I didn't say something.
Just keep going.
I need a breather. Dude, I mean... I almost pissed myself right there.
So now they're just walking around this little construction area, which is really damaged, and they're mostly tripping on the fact that they bumped into a homeless dude, and that lived in the neighborhood and all that, and They're just walking around this crap, talking about what happened, and that's about it, you know. And so I mean, to go for a little bit more, because it's just so stupid stuff like, oh, the trampoline, blah blah blah, you know, and nothing makes sense there. And it's way off board damage stuff. So to get to the part, and then it's gonna like talk.
Wow, don't think we're getting through there.
And they're literally trying to go in places that looks like something came in on. It just, I don't know, maybe that's the excitement of trying to watch these guys.
Wow, don't think we're getting through here either. Yeah, these buildings have definitely been abandoned longer than the rest.
Yep.
Like all these buildings, there was like squatters and slumlords. When they last laid, somebody got killed or got, two people got killed in these buildings. And the fiends, they need somewhere to stay. So the police, they can stay in these spots and they can use their address of course.
Wow, jeez.
Come on, once something like that happened, they close the building down, but let the fiends stay there, so they have an address of course to be a witness of murder.
See, now that talking to the guy, they're showing him respect in so many ways by not filming him on the camera and, you know, trying to just hear his point on what happened to the neighborhood. And, you know, I think it's really heartbreaking and sad that there's one sole person left in a neighborhood that's been completely destroyed, abandoned, and just treated like it was nothing, like it never was anything to anybody. This is bad how our country is, but I'm trying to hopefully you can hear what this guy's saying about what happened to the neighborhood.
Oh man, so many people like this right here. This right here.
Yeah. So we.
Over $5, a couple bucks.
Yeah. So we probably shouldn't stay here too long.
No, it ain't shit no more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm the only dude that be down here.
All right.
My dude, Paul the mechanic, he used to work at the AutoZone.
Yeah.
He just died like about 5-6 months ago.
Oh.
About 4 because he had cancer. Me, him, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Me, him, and maybe Spoon and a white girl, Candy. We don't want to be down here, but I'm from here for real.
Really?
I've been on Chapman since 8 years.
Damn.
Mr. Hero was up there. That was the oldest Mr. Hero in Cleveland. Up there, expanding out. Next to that was a fish spot called Cleveland Sea. Then it turned into like hamburgers. But like that spot was a lot of different restaurants.
So he's trying to explain stuff going on. It sounds like he's telling one of his stories about people he knew in the neighborhood and things, and most of the time, it's that's the type of conversation you have with somebody that's in the streets, like, you know, they in the neighborhood all the time, or maybe a crackhead that was in the neighborhood know everybody or something. You know, I don't know what the situation is with this guy, but all I know is that it ain't cool for him to even be living in that area. And then he's saying there's people that have mailing addresses, and that's why they were using the place or something like that. It doesn't make any sense. It's just, I just don't get it. Welfare check, like I said, on this individual because he lives in abandoned properties. It's not great. It's not good at all. We need people to actually care more in this country instead of trying to abuse, manipulate, belittle, betray, and take from those that try their damnedest to survive. We all in the same boat, except for rich people. Damn it.
Next year was Mr. Hero, that was the only Mr. Hero was the first one.
Wow.
And this story called Lawson, it was like about 5-6 different names. Like Cleopatra was real fucked up. It's called Cleopatra. Cleopatra. That bitch right there, it's in movies. Like, I'm in one movie, I don't know if you heard of it, called Pac-Man. Pac-Man movie.
Actually, I have heard of that one.
You got fresh off the sports film over my dude from the Green Lady. OGB, you got Haru, Dre. We got a couple people that really know Yak, but these all bunkies and joints. I'm the nigga who started Paru, and there was no motherfucking people down here Paru until I started. And I started the most known gang with Juvenile.
Yeah.
They were blood, most of them was grown and owned the shit.
So I'm gonna stop it right there. He was saying he started the Piru gang right there in that hood, and he's like, he was a gang leader. If that's the case, that's a sad future for all gang members. I mean, you're holding the block down that bad to where you're the last individual in the whole damn shebang. Like, honestly, that's sad. Heart goes out to this brother. You know, and like I said, someone come do a welfare check to make sure he's still well. He must live in the building behind him, and I don't know. So to sum it all up, none of this is morally right. The city should have been more on top of helping these people and doing what's right by them. Okay? I think that's the problem with America. You put black people in a certain neighborhood and you know it's trash, you know it's messed up. Y'all know what you're doing. And yet, honestly, you don't sit back and try to make sure that all their needs are met. You know? It's kind of like a scenario where a crime happens. And someone goes in, robs a place, gets $100,000. They're messing around in a car or something, get with a girl, and get caught up after robbing the place from beating this woman. And then they arrest this individual. And this individual has to do what? You know what I'm saying? He has to do a certain amount of time. Well, this person might get 5 years. Why? Because they're Caucasian. Another individual does the same thing, same damn crime. Maybe there's some shooting involved. And that individual gets 30 or 40 something years because they're black. And that's not right. There's this whole crazy crap where you're trying to make people seem better than, lower class, lesser class, second class. It doesn't make any damn sense when we're all sitting here in this country being tortured the same damn way. Those that feel the torture is the tiresome of everything, the monotony, and it's like, I can go on and on and on. It's just so annoying. And then that one little bit of happiness, when you think you're happy and you got that little spark of joy, someone comes to try to shoot it down and take it away from you. And I think the most heartbreaking of that type of scenario is when there's a woman trying to take everything from you. And there's no coming back sometimes from that. And so all this is wrong. This is not morally right. And this is something because the government, local governments put it this way to manipulate the people who take advantage of them. That's what this is about. No caring here. There's just too much manipulation apparently, because they had to manipulate people to stay in there. Because he's talking about people that are still living in these residences. It's not a good thing. And I think this is the main issue why, people that grow up in the ghetto, as they say, that's probably what this is, okay? Well, most definitely. And if this is a ghetto, then you know why so many people are angry, so pissed off and disrespectful, because they want a better life. And this life here should not be in the United States of America. There should be no more ghettos, okay? Now, unless you want to listen to that song by Too Short and a couple other people, because there's like 3 ghetto songs, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. They're trying to stay alive, they're trying to survive in the ghetto. And it's not good. And I just believe these people that do these videos too, where they go to these abandoned places, should think about their safety. Stop showing people's private effects with their family. They don't need to be shown the misery and loss that they went through, and they don't even know that their pictures are being seen on YouTube. I do believe that people should be reimbursed in situations where they have to vacate a building, a house, or whatever, because they want to deem it, not worthy of living in. And with all that being said, I got the hiccups real bad. This has been Moral High Ground. Peace be with you all. Blessings to you always.